Okay, so we have a big breaking news coming out. 14 million U.S. residents remain under flood alert as torrential rain batter Midwest. Now, we did talk about Wisconsin. That's the big one. And give me a second here. Let me just pull up this information. If you can, please share this video. Nearly 14 million Americans remain under flood alert Sunday night as damaging storms continue to batter the Midwest. Forecasters now warn residents from Kansas through Wisconsin may see repeated rounds of heavy rain along with hail-damaging winds and even isolated tornadoes overnight. Iowa just put out a tornado warning. They're urging everyone to shelter in place. So it says here, but that warning comes after at least 24 storms pounded the upper Midwest on Saturday, with wind gusts of 80 to 90 miles per hour reported in Omaha, Nebraska, and up to a foot of rain reported in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, according to the news. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Again, please share the video guys, give this video a big thumbs up. All these information will be posted under the description box if you guys want to check it out. So please be safe out there. Multiple states are sounding the alarm, so please be safe out there. It says distressing videos shared online showed high water levels in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, overtaking a bridge meant to span across the Menomonee River, with debris from the area piling up on the road. It says here water was also seen rushing past houses as fast-moving streams raced down residential streets, leaving at least one man stranded sitting on the hood of a car as the water passed him. Man, these flash flood. Again, this water started building up really quick in minutes. And then your car is completely flooded and you have to get on top of it. I mean, it just, you have to be prepared spiritually, physically, and mentally. Residents near the Menomonee River were also trapped inside their homes in the early hours of Sunday morning after severe flooding swamped the area. Other clips showed the Wisconsinites desperately trying to flee the state fair with their hoods and umbrellas up as they waded through 4-inch deep puddles. By Sunday, firefighters in Milwaukee said they responded to more than 600 calls for gas leaks, flooded basements, electrical outages, and water rescues. Guys, when it comes to electrical outage, you may want to stay away from the from the basement, and just stay in the upper floor. Make sure that you unplug everything. Again, the water could get into people's homes, and you don't want to walk on top of water, especially with all the outlets and stuff. Look at this. Man. Guys, when it comes to basement, I don't know much of it. I live in Florida. We don't have basements here. But it just... I wonder how all that works out when the basement is flooded. I mean, obviously there's insurance that could cover the damage, but the house foundation throughout many years could cause problems. Wow. And that's not a smart idea, being next to a bridge, because the bridge could collapse too. Everything, the water could take the bridge, everything, and you can't outbeat the water. I mean, that's strong force. So again, please stay away from the bridge. It's very important to stay away from the bridge. Look at this one here. Estimated rainfall last 24 hours. Wow. Once again, guys, hit that like button. The more like, the better. YouTube will actually share the video. They only share a video that has a lot of likes. That's their, you know, again, the more likes, the better. Thank you again for that support. So it says here, we're still in the middle of it, Fire Chief Aaron told reporters. So we are still catching up right now. So as of 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, nearly 31,700 Wisconsinites remain without power, according to poweroutage.us, which tracks power outages across the country. Give me a second here. Let me take you to that power outage really quick. Give me a second here. Power outage.us. Okay, so that's happening right now. Look at this. So, Wisconsin, 30,149. And then you have Nebraska and going down to Texas and stuff. But this is the big one right here, guys. Wisconsin customers tracked 2,762,772. Customers out 30,149. So that's the latest update for the power outage. Alright, let's go back with the news. The deluge ultimately forced the Wisconsin State Fair to cancel its final day of festivities after already scrapping their main stage performance land Saturday night. TMJ4 also shared video footage they had of vehicles trapped in the flood waters at the fair. We understand the disappointment you may feel as our team works all year for these 11 days, organizers said in a statement. However, the safety of our fairgoers, team partners, and vendors will always be our top priority. Alright, so we are saddened we cannot deliver this final day of the Wisconsin State Fair. But know that this is the best decision with current condition and the forecast ahead, they added. In another update, the fair organizer said those who had purchased tickets for Sunday can exchange them for next year event, and tickets for specific events that were supposed to be held on Sunday will be refunded. USA Triathlon also canceled its sprint and paratriathlon national championship in Milwaukee on Sunday, where thousands of athletes were expected to participate. Man, imagine just going to the fair and just enjoying your weekend, and you got this flood going on. One thing about the fair, I don't know why they had that fair going on, but they have electrical cords all over the place. I mean, they're well protected. That's why when you go to like the fair, you see some like this lump, like a speed bump, but it's not a speed bump. It's just covering the wires, and they're a really thick wire with high voltage. So again, for them to continue on with the fair, I mean, look at that water. Yeah, that's not playing safe. Wow. Look at this picture. This flash flood is happening all over the place. I heard Japan declare state of emergency. Japan also got theirs, and it was really bad. And I think Russia also got theirs. So these flash flood in 2025 is a whole different ball game. It goes to tell you that we are definitely seeing something that is related to Bible prophecy. I do believe that the sun is getting bigger, is increasing. Again, the planet is spinning much quicker now. That young one is like, oh man, I want this fair to go on. But it's not looking good. Yet, a Sunday afternoon Milwaukee Brewers game against the New York Mets at American Family Field was expected to continue as scheduled. What? Uh, Again, usually baseball game they kind of postpone the game because again the field and stuff like that, and they got to bring up the tarp and everything, and kind of if it's an open stadium, then I mean if it's a closed stadium, they could continue with the game. It says here though the baseball team warned the parking lot remain inaccessible to traffic. Wow. If it's a closed stadium, it's all right, but then you got the parking lot that could get flooded. That's crazy. We will not be able to guarantee parking for all fans, even those who purchased parking in advance. The Brewers said as additional rounds of thunderstorm moved across Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, and Illinois. Flood warnings will now remain in effect through Monday from Kansas through Wisconsin. With a forecast of warning, there could be another 1 to 6 inches of rain possible overnight. In the meantime, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley declared state of emergency, saying his top priority is the safety of the county's residents. So state of emergency has been declared. We're going to need possibly some federal assistance, and that's when state of emergency come in hand. It brings in the funds, it brings in the National Guards. It's like a package when it comes to catastrophic event. Now he said a Sunday briefing, adding that Wisconsin Governor Tony will also declare state of emergency in order to secure federal aid. So there's multiple state of emergency. Multiple. Look at this here. Hey, if you have a Tesla, I don't know how's that gonna work, but boy, oh boy, man, battery and water don't mix. Man, this dude has what is this? A Ford? Nah, GMC, right? Wow. I mean, his truck still looks good. I mean, those pickup truck. I mean, here in Florida, again, I got a pickup truck. Mine is a Ram, and I'm thinking about kind of raising it because we do live in a flood zone, and everybody here they have a pickup truck, and I see a lot of these people. They have shocks, and these trucks are just so high. I don't know how in the world they get inside them truck, but there's a reason why it's really high because when it comes to the flood and hurricanes. And boy, oh boy, you don't want to know how much they go for, man. I mean, I'm not trying to go that crazy high, but again, people would spend like 25 grand to get those shocks and everything and springs and just lift those pickup. It says here But for now, he urged residents to prioritize their safety. We want folks to know that we are all in this together, Tony said. Be safe of any hazard that may be out there, whether that's in your house, in your basement, or in the streets, he continued. You know that we have to look out for one another. Milwaukee City official also warned residents to avoid driving or walking in standing waters, with the Department of Public Works warning it remains dangerous. The National Weather Service also urged anyone caught in a flash flood to turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Now, most flood passing occur in vehicles, they added. All right, so this information will be in my description box. Please be safe out there. There's been all these information of tornado warning, states of emergency. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Oh man, this is very concerning here. Big shout out to Ryan Hall. This is a storm that's building up out there in Western Africa, and this one here looks like, you see that? You see the bottom one? That seems like it's possibly heading towards like Florida. But again, it hasn't formed yet. This is like an early prediction. But give me a second here. Several models showed that this storm turning in the Atlantic, making it to Cat 2 status in less than 120 hours. You see, this is Puerto Rico here. This is Puerto Rico, right? And then you got the storm. It looks like it's heading straight towards. And then you go here, you got Florida. All right, so see that? Just imagine this is Florida right here. All right, so all these storms, flash flood, tornado warning that's going on today. Even the National Hurricane Center is putting out these early warning prediction. But for some reason, it looks like it's gonna turn. It's too early to tell. It's way too early. My gut tells me this thing is gonna turn. You see where the yellow one is at? I have a strong feeling it's gonna turn. Now, hurricane season, like I said, hurricane season starts in October for Florida, for all this region here. Like, again, October, November. But what we are seeing just a tip of it. But the wind is blowing towards this side. That's why it's blowing the storm out there. Alright guys, so this is all the information. I will keep it updated when it comes to all these storms. Please be safe out there. To multiple state Wisconsin, be safe out there. To the people of Wisconsin, I'm so sorry that the fair had to be canceled. And again, you know, just be safe out there. And stay away from basements. Again, make sure you unplug a lot of stuff, because if the water's coming in, you do not want to walk on water and knowing that this outlet plugged in. That's not good. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 U.S. Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.